think diversity is only half the battle. Inclusion's everything to me. I think inclusion is when you make the changes to make sure people can fully show up. They can fully take part and show up and be their very best self.
What was it like breaking into a male-dominated industry, and what is your advice to others looking to do the same?
As a civil engineer, many people think I work in a male-dominated industry, and it has been, but it's not going to be for much longer. When I'm looking around, I'm seeing amazing examples of female leadership in civil engineering. For example, the current president of the Institution of Civil Engineers is a woman. I mean, we're making huge progress. She's the second president of the institution that is a woman. And I think this allows us to have real fantastic representation and show fantastic examples of women leading and being thought leaders in this industry. It gives someone to look up to. However, I would also say that if you want to be a leader in engineering, just be yourself. Doesn't matter what gender you are, male or female. We're not going the other way, and we're not trying to exclude anyone. Regardless of if you're male or female or whoever you identify, there is a space for you if you are willing to challenge your thoughts, solve problems, and you want to make the world a better place. Because that's essentially what we do every day.
As a young leader, why is it important to have diverse leadership?
As a young leader in my industry, I acknowledge that we do need diverse leadership. The world is starting to recognise this also. For example, during the pandemic, we witnessed Jacinda in New Zealand leading from the front in a really new and dynamic way. We're starting to acknowledge that having different perspectives, being empathetic and approaching leadership with various styles actually can have huge benefits. It also allows you to engage with communities more effectively. Our communities look so different than they did before. We live in this global melting pot, and therefore leadership should also reflect that diverse melting pot. It means you better understand the issues that are important to those groups of people, and you can actually lead in a way that really serves all the people that live in our communities today.
You were named Eco Warrior. What are some small changes individuals could make in their everyday lives to live more sustainably?
So I'm one of the Institution of Civil Engineers water superheroes. I'm named Eco Angel. And here's some small changes you can make to live your life every day slightly more sustainably. Small changes such as having a shorter shower. This can help reduce your water usage. You can take the tap off when you brush your teeth. You can remove unnecessary single-use plastic in the things you consume. You can make slightly better choices. Switch in your plastic toothbrush for a bamboo toothbrush, your plastic shopping bag for a reusable shopping bag, that plastic straw for a usable one, that shampoo and conditioner bottle for shampoo and conditioner bars, ditching the car and grabbing the bus or walking or cycling. I think these little changes can make huge effort into living more sustainably. And you can also make huge changes if you like. Insulating your home to reduce your energy usage, or even driving a hybrid or electric car. I also think that this doesn't negate the need for organizations to do better. And I'm not asking for some greenwashing here. I'm asking for some real fundamental change to think about sustainability throughout the whole life cycle of their organization, from their supply chain to the materials to the transportation, and look for new ways to solve the sustainability issues in an innovative way. And this isn't just carbon. This is about wildlife and ecology and the sustainability in the economic and social aspects too. So there are some short things you can do, but you can also lobby organizations and government to achieve larger scale change.
What does diversity and inclusion mean to you, and why are they important?
Diversity means bringing a range of people together regardless of their differences. This could be racial, ethnic, socioeconomic, geographic, academic, religious, political, sexual, heritage, life experience. However, I think diversity is only half the battle. Inclusion's everything to me. I think inclusion is when you make the changes to make sure people can fully show up. They can fully take part and show up and be their very best selves in the new spaces that they're invited to. For example, a company could hire diverse people, and it could hire someone that was a wheelchair user, but without making the changes to the environment to make sure it was inclusive. For example, appropriate access, slightly wider walkways, space for easy maneuvering. It would make it harder for that person to feel really included in that space. And that's just a physical, visible requirement. Many people have lots of different requirements that are often not really paid attention to. For example, neurodiversity. You could have someone on the spectrum and they might get overwhelmed by bright lights and lots of stimulation. How do we design our offices in a way that allows those people to be included? These are the questions I want us to be asking and answering, because when we answer these questions, we allow everyone to show up and be their best selves. And when we do that and everyone's represented, we can really improve the world that we're a part of. I think this is even more important in my industry. I'm a civil engineer, and we take so much responsibility for most of the built environment around us by designing them and building them. And if we allow our teams to be more inclusive and we think with inclusivity in mind, we can really improve the world for all the people that interact with it.